Good evening and welcome to Tuesday night Hatha yoga session. We're going to start off standing and we're going to do a skull cleansing breath. We're going to do 10, have 3 cleansing breaths, then do 10 more, 3 cleansing breaths, 10 more, and then 3 cleansing breaths, 10 more. So we're going to do 4 sets of 10. Now, it depends on how quick you do them. So the first ones, I'm going to do slow, and then I'm going to speed up, and then I'm going to go fast. And then the last one, we can choose whichever one you want, whichever one feels better for you. So with this, you breathe down your nose, and you pull your belly in. And then as you stop breathing out, your belly should fill, and the whole of the body should fill. As you breathe out, you're pulling the belly in, and it comes back out. So we're going to do 10 and then have a calming breath. So here we go, slowly. So let's take some cleansing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And anytime if you feel you're getting really dizzy, then just take 3 cleansing breaths. So this time we're going to go a little bit faster. So again, 10. And again, 3 cleansing. So we're going to take it a little faster if you can. If your blood pressure stops, then take it down. Here we go. And 3 cleansing breaths. Thinking about how each one of those made you feel. Now we're going to do one where it's up to you. You choose slow or fast. Completely up to you. If you're doing it slow, you're doing 10. If you're doing it fast, you're doing 20. Okay? Here we go. And take 3. Now bellow breath starts to warm, or skull cleanser breath starts to warm up the belly area, but it also starts to raise the blood pressure as well. So we're going to take it now into our neck stretches. So keeping the chin tucked in, bring the chin down towards the chest, grab hold of the head and give a little pull. But don't let the arms pull the body forward. And we're going to release the head and bring it back up. So we're taking it back. We're We're getting our chin and we're sticking it forward. And bring it back down. So we're going to tuck the chin in, bring the ear to the shoulder, and just pull. Pushing the other hand towards the floor. So it's left hand, whichever one you want, it's up to you. And then release, and let's bring it to the other side. So tucking the chin in, bring it over, give a little pull, push the other hand towards the floor so that you feel the stretch right through the shoulder. And releasing. Then we're going to turn and look over the shoulder. We're going to use the other hand to twist, but we don't want the elbow to come round. We want it pulling backwards. We don't want our body to twist. We want to keep it nice and straight. And release, bring the head to centre. So let's try the other side, turn in and screw your head back on a touch. And again, release, bring it back to centre. So we're going to do our forward backward bend. We're breathing in, reaching up, and we're breathing out, bending the knees, swinging the arms up and back. Breathing out, breathing in. Last one. And bring it down. So we're going to twist to the back, finding our spot to have a look at the back and keep our eye on that. Breathe out at that point. Breathe in as you're turning. Remember, if you feel dizzy, just slow it down or hold it in one position instead of moving. Keep going, twisting. And then we're bringing the head back to centre and just let the body slow down. So we're going to bring our thumbs back to towards the back, bring our hands up. Now you don't want your neck to be squashing, you want your shoulder blades pulling down. If the hands can touch, that's perfect. If it means that as you touch, you squash your neck, keep them apart. You want to have a gap here so that you can move your head in any direction you want. Should be able to move around. Shouldn't be stuck inside that it can't move. Okay? So it's all about moving the head. So we're going to lift from our rib cage. So we're pulling up through the rib cage. We're breathing out and reaching over towards the left. Then breathe in, lift it back up. Breathing out, take it over towards the right. And breathing in, lifting. Let's work with the breath. Breathing out. Breathing in. You can push them hips to the side as you breathe out, but keep the feet flat on the floor. And you want to make sure that you're going to the side, you're not twisting. Let's do one more on each side. And bringing it up, bring them arms down. What are they doing? Okay. So let's bring it into our hips. If you bend your knees, place your hands on your hips. You're going to move your hips backwards and forwards. It might only be a little bit of a movement. It just depends on how much flexibility you've got through here and through the front. So sometimes it's to do with them psoas muscles across there from sitting down. If they're shortened, then when it comes to here, they won't move forward very much. Again, you may find that your lower back muscle hasn't got much movement either, so it can't rock it backwards and forwards. So only go to where you can. So it's just tilting them back and forth. And then we're going to bring it to centre, so there's no stretch anywhere else. Now we're going to lift the hips up to the side. So you're squeezing the one side, stretching the other. And it's just going side to side. One side gets shorter, one side gets longer. So we're going to bring it to where it's straight here, it's neutral here. Now we're going to tilt it forward, lift it to the side, tilt it back, lift it to the other side, tilt it forward, to the side, and back, and to the other side. So you're going round in a circle. Close your eyes and imagine a bowl, and you're just moving the bowl. But you're trying to keep everything inside the bowl, inside the bowl. You don't want to tilt it too far forward so it all runs out, or too far back. You're just taking that round in a circle. And we're going to bring it to the front. We're going to take it in the opposite direction. This starts to work all the muscles that hold, that attach your upper body to your lower body. And then you're going to bring it back to centre, to the front, and then bring it back so that you don't feel like you're lifting here or pushing here. It should feel nice and natural. So from here we're going to work on the hip itself, and we're taking it, I'm going to take that down and lift them. I'm going to take it into my feet actually. Get that to the feet. So with this, you can again draw a circle with your toes on the floor. You can hold on to something. You can take it round into our circle, or you can do a figure 8. You're taking it out and across and drawing a number 8 with your foot, working backwards and forwards. Again, you'll feel this through the knees of the one your leg you're working, plus through the leg and the knees of the standing foot as well. And then we're going to bring it down. So moving the weight over and again, circle, or you could even do a figure 8 on the floor as well, if you needed to keep your foot down, or all the way round, or figure 8. And bring it back down. Lovely. We're going to take it into our fierce pose, which is making a fierce hand like this and coming up onto our tiptoes. If you want, you may find that if you get yourself a block and put the block between your knees, it'll force you to keep your legs together. We're taking our arms out in line with our shoulders, squeezing all our muscles in, finding something to look at, coming up onto our tiptoes, bending our knees, and pushing back up again. Breathe out, and breathe in. Keeping that back nice and straight. One more. Lovely. Bring it up, bring the heels down. Bring your arms down. So we're going to take ourselves into our sun salutation, but let's again take ourselves and just bring ourselves into mountain pose. So knees in line with the hips. Not letting the feet drop in, keeping them pushing out. Oh, that's all right. Must be, I assume it's me. Bringing the pelvic floor in, bringing the hands into prayer, tucking the shoulders back and down. Close your eyes. Think about what you want. So we're going to breathe in, lifting our arms up and reaching back. Breathing out, taking it down. Look forward into a half bend. Now you can step or jump back and you can push into down dog. Now this is going to down dog, especially if you've got a bad back. You're coming up and forward. And then if you need to, you can bend them knees. Bring the chest down. Lift up to cobra. Tuck the toes. Push back to down dog. Look forward. Bend the knees. And then you're going to jump in or step into a forward bend. Lift the head, bend the knees if you need to. Lift your arms, breathe in, lift up. So this time we're going to see we can jump straight back into a plank. Now watch your back as you're doing this. Breathe out, go forward. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, jump back to plank. Drop down, lift up to up dog. Step back to down dog. Look forward, bend the knees. Jump in to a forward bend. Breathe in, lift up. Let's try one more. Breathing out. Breathing in. If you can, to plank and lift. Push back, bend the knees, step or jump in, lift up, reach back, hands together in prayer, bring it back down. So I'm going to bring the camera up so I'm not talking to my feet. I don't know whether it's mine. I've got a feeling it's probably my things playing up tonight. Everybody looks like either they're sticking or I'm sticking. I'm going to blame the weather. Hopefully you still got me. Okay, so whenever you're jumping back, if you're doing the sun salutation where you jump straight back into plank, make sure that it doesn't hurt your back. If it does, like I said, go into down dog and then come back, and that protects the spine. Jumping straight back into plank puts a lot of pressure on your back, so make sure that you can do that. We're going to take it into straight leg triangle. So we're taking our feet a little bit wider than our hips. Now with triangle, you again have to decide whether you want a narrow stance or a wide stance. And that all goes by what your hip's saying. So as we move forward, if you find that it really hurts, it feels like it's pinching inside, adjust the width of your legs and hopefully you'll feel it less into there. So I'm going to drop it down so that you can see my feet, and then I'll bring it back up so you can see my hands. With the feet, you're turning the foot out. Now you're keeping both legs not locked. You can still bend the knees, but they're straight. They're not bent. But you're squeezing the legs together so that you're engaging the muscles on the inside. You're tightening up the muscles on the front. Now the front leg's moved on the right because it's gone to the front now. But you want to imagine that somebody's got your waist in a vice grip, and the waist is not going to move. It's going to stay exactly where it is now. So I'm going to turn the camera back up. The arms position, again, always depends on what your shoulders are saying. So if your shoulders say no, we say no. So we're turning our right foot out. We're taking our right hand out, thumbs up. We're taking our left hand, thumbs down behind our back. We're reaching out, and then we're taking the hand down. We can place it on our leg, on our calf, on a chair, anywhere we feel. But we're using that back arm to pull back. Now it should use like a tourniquet, but also where this hand is, that's the part of the back that we tend to need to look out for. Any pains around the back of that hand, that's what we've got to think about. If you can, you're turning your head to look up to the ceiling and lifting the chin. Again, you don't want to be tucked in. You want the neck to be open. You want to kind of push the chin and the neck forward so that you engage all these muscles. If you want, you can turn the thumb up, breathe in and lift the arms so that you're coming in a straight line from top to bottom. Stretching the arms out to the top, stretching the arm out at the bottom. Now imagine someone's in the roof, they're going to lift you up and bring you out. Bringing the hands down, lift the toe, turn it back in. And then let's try the other side. Turning the foot out, reaching over, taking that hand behind the back, reaching down, placing the hand wherever we feel we can, pulling the elbow back, lifting the head up, taking the thumb out, breathing in, lifting that arm up. Stretch the hand to the ceiling, stretch the hand by the leg towards the floor. If you don't lean on anything, then the muscles of the waist have to do that for you. So let's breathe in, lift, and breathe out, bring the hands down, bring the foot in. So we're going to take it straight out and then we're eventually going to twist from this position as well. So turn the right foot out. Breathe out, reach. Breathe in, breathe out. Take it down. Hold it here. Now you're going to bring your top hand, your left hand, down to meet your right hand. You're then going to open your right hand to the back, if it can go, or place it on your back and use the elbows to twist, and then watch in there. You may be able to get your hand onto a block or to the floor. We're then going to bring that right hand down. Open the hand at the front, the left hand up to the ceiling. And then lift, bringing yourself back up. Take the hands down, bend the foot in. So let's try the other side. Take the left foot out. Tighten up the legs. Reach over towards the left. Bring it down, reach the hand up in the air. Pull the shoulders back, try and get as straight as possible. Imagine you're in between two plates of glass. Take the top hand down. Open the back hand. And again, bring the hand down, the left hand down, open the right hand to the front, back into triangle, and lift. Bring the hands down, turn the feet in, walk the feet in. Give your legs a little shake, give yourself a little shake. We're going to take it into a forward bend, into a ragdoll. So from here, you're taking your hand, you're going to have them above your head and kind of pushing out. I'm going to drop it down so that I can talk to you from down here. So we're reaching our hands up, having our legs in line with our hips, taking it forward. Keep them legs slightly bent, don't let them go too, don't lock them out, but don't bend them if you can. Doesn't matter where you are, as long as your arms are up by your head, and you're just letting yourself drop, pushing the hands towards, or the elbows towards the floor. But if you want to move, you can move. Imagine being blown by the wind. From here, we're going to bend our knees, let our arms drop, roll up. We're going to do that one more time. We're taking our arms up and above our head. We're going to reach forward, pulling our arms, let ourselves move. Remember to not lock them knees. When we go forward, sometimes they want to lock. Have a slight bend. Let your body drop down to the floor. Imagine someone picking your rib cage up out of your hips and throwing them down. Lovely. And again, let's bend the knees, drop the arms, turn up. Perfect. Take the legs nice and wide. You're bringing yourself forward to bring your hands down onto the floor. But then you're going to let your head drop, take your hands behind, clasp them at your back, and lift them up. Try to imagine that I'm grabbing you and I'm twisting your arms in to help pull your arms over your head. So you're going to let your arms go, drop them down, bend the knees, look forward, and push up. So we're going to do this one more time, but while we're down here, we're going to move our leg. I'm just going to turn that way, otherwise I'll slide. So, we're going down. We're bringing our arms behind us, lifting them up. But then we're going to bend one knee, bring the shoulder down, and lift up to have a look up towards the other side. Still trying to pull them shoulders back as much as you can. We're going to come back to the centre. And we're going to bend the other knee, twisting the shoulder round towards it, lifting the other shoulder up towards the ceiling. Have a look. And bring it back to centre. Take the hands down. Stay here, look forward. You're going to place your hands on the floor and you're bringing your body over. So you're placing all your weight on your hands and pushing back. Now if your hands don't touch the floor, get a block and put a block down. But you're bringing your weight over the feet, over the hands, sorry. With the fingers facing forward. Push the fingertips down, push the clench of the hands down. Then we're going to turn the fingers out to the side. And again, bring the weight over the hands. Turn the fingers so that they're pointing in towards each other. Over the hands. You'll feel the different stretches through the wrists. But what we're also starting to do is to get the arms ready for us to put some pressure into them. So we're bringing the fingers back to centre. I'll do it this way actually. And seeing if we can get our hands to the floor. If they won't go to the floor, grab 2 blocks, place your hand on the blocks, and again having your feet in line with your hands. You're going to come up and pick your tips of your toes up onto your tiptoes, over the legs, bring it down. Up onto the tiptoes, back down. Squeeze the stomach muscles in. Push from the arms. Now let's do one more. Bring it down, bend the knees, tuck your chin in, roll up. Lovely. So I'm going to spin the camera again. We're going to do our upside down handstand. So, we're bringing the palms of our hands so that they're facing this way, palms facing up. We're pushing the arms up. Now, we're not pulling our shoulder blades together, so we don't want our shoulder blades to come together. We want our shoulder blades to come apart. But we also don't want our shoulder blades to come round the front. We want them pulling as if somebody's grabbing each shoulder and pulling our shoulders out. But we're pushing up. You're squeezing your legs together, you're pulling your pelvic floor, and you're working from here, from your core, pushing up. Hold it there. Make sure you're breathing. And take the arms down. Give your hands, give your shoulders a little shake if you need to. We're going to do that one more time. So squeezing the legs together, pulling in the pelvic floor, roll the shoulders back, but then pull them apart. So shoulders back, put apart. Take them out, turn the palms up, push to the ceiling. Push the front of your arms, your armpits forward, but not the shoulders. So it's the armpits we're pushing forward. You can see it from the side. So we're kind of doing that with the armpits, pushing them forward. And bring it back down. Give yourself a little shake. So we're going to do some bunny hops, because bunny hops make us understand that we can go into, they're basically a handstand for a second. But they are a handstand because you stay on your hands for a second. So very similar to what we were doing in our sun salutation. So I'm going to drop it down. We're going to do 5, have a rest, and then 5 more. So you can do we're going to come down, and you can do little bunny hops back to down dog, looking forward, and little bunny hops in, or you can do big bunny hops back and in, and back and in. Okay, so we're doing 5 and then we're going to have a rest. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring yourself up. Have a little stretch back if you want to. Move my mat back. So we're going to do 5 more. Taking our hands down. Always looking forward. That way you're not going to bang your nose with your knees. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it back up. Lovely. So every time you lifted your foot off the floor, you were actually doing a handstand. So if we bring it, I'm going to keep it down, I'm going to move this and we're coming to a wall. I'm going to bring this up a touch so you can see what my foot's doing. You're going to get your foot and place it on the wall. So you may need to walk your foot in a bit closer so that your foot and your hip are in line. You can always lift them arms up. And we're bringing it off, taking the hands down. Let's bring the other one up. I'm just going to change my mat around. So lifting the leg, pushing into the wall, lifting the arms up, shoulders out, pushing in. Making sure you can see. Bringing it down. Let's change sides. Last time. Pushing it up. Arms up. As if you're pushing into a handstand. You're pushing to the ceiling. Squeeze the stomach muscles in. And let's change. Last time. And bringing it back down. Give yourself a little shake if you need to. So, if your mat has made an imprint where your foot is, that is where your hand is going. So you're coming down and you're going to come into a down dog position with your feet against the wall. So you'll be able to see your foot on the wall. Wherever your feet were, that's kind of where your hands are going. So you're coming up and pushing back into down dog. Now you don't have to go any further. You can bring one leg up and place it up on the top if you want. You don't have to go any further than that. You can bring the other foot up and pushing back. And this is great for doing the splits as well. But if you wanted, you could bring the foot up and then lift the other foot up, walk it down so that the feet are flat and you're pushing your chest in. So you're doing a down dog on the wall. Opening them shoulders, so not pulling the shoulder blades together. Pulling in the stomach muscles. Pushing with the hands. Then bringing the foot down. Take it down into child. Tuck the chin in and very slowly come back up. Now we're going to do that one more time, and if you want you can lift your legs off as well. So I'm going to go up and then I will come down so that I can watch you and have a look and see what you're doing, because I'm the opposite way round. So the same thing, either get in, do one leg up. So remember, you can do one leg up and stay here, or you can bring it down, tucking the leg in, lifting, bringing the foot flat, pushing the chest in as if you're doing a down dog. Go on then, I can't watch you, I'm upside down. You do it. Lovely, Andrew. Perfect. Great, V. Jay, you're a little bit too high with your legs. You might want to come down. That's better. Yeah, and the same for you, Reka. Yeah, perfect, perfect. Lovely. Perfect. And when you're ready, come down and go down into child. Make sure that you rest your head. And then bring yourself back up. So we're going to turn it the other way round and try and flick. Now this is the scary bit, but you've proven that you can do a jump and your legs, and you can still come back down. We're going to again stay exactly where you put your hands, but you're going to spin it. So again, let me show you first. And like I said, if you don't feel confident, stick with the one that we've just been doing. So with this, you're bringing your hands down. You're lifting one leg. Now one leg is your bouncing leg, one leg is your straight leg. So you're bouncing until eventually you come up to the wall. And I'm going to change and bring that up a little bit higher. I'll take it the other way. Is that the right place? Yeah. So the hands are down. You're bouncing until the leg comes to the wall. You can take the feet back and have both of them there, pushing with the hands. You can take one, bend it till you're on your tiptoe, push, squeeze, and try and hold before you come back down. So like I said, have a go. One foot is your bouncing leg, one foot isn't. If you don't want to have a go, yeah, with your hands. If you can't do it, if it's too much for you, don't worry. Stick with the other version. You want to do it with your elbows? One, two. You're wonky on one. I'll catch you. Okay. And you. So try not to do donkey kicks. That's it. So just spring, but don't try to bring both legs up, otherwise you'll go over. So don't take both legs up. You're wanting to take one leg up at a time. So that the leg's up in the air, you're bouncing. I'm going to drop the camera so you can see my feet. And make sure you come out okay, Andrew. So from here, just bounce. Now, even though that leg goes back, this foot doesn't go back. This foot stays down. So it always stays here. This is your balancing foot. And if you go too far, it'll bring you back down. If you take that foot up at the same time, Jay, if you try to take up both feet at the same time, then that's when you go over. You have to keep the one leg out straight so that it balances you, and that way you'll come down. So again, let me just show you. So up. Now this leg hasn't gone up as well. It stayed here because it's my balance leg. Once I feel balanced, then I can bring that leg up to join. But until I feel balanced, if I keep that one there, it'll always bring me back down. Just watch that archway as well. And fancy your foot going through the arch. That was really good. That was better, that's better. But Jay, you're going over onto your right side, I believe, when you go up. Whether you're trying to turn and look at what Rekha's doing or see if Rekha's watching you. But as you went up, you tilted to the side. So I don't know whether it's like your arm or it was because you, like I said, you turned to look to see if you're being watched. So just be careful. But you're almost there, Rekha, you're almost there. Like I said, don't worry, don't bring that other leg, you're trying to bring the two legs. One leg at a time, one leg. So let's go on one more time. Lift the one leg up in the air. And then just bounce on that other foot. Keep that one leg up in the air. One leg. See, what you're trying to do is you're trying to swing both legs up. So you're trying to bring both legs up at the same time. And like I said, it'll just flip you straight over. It'll make you slide into the wall and hit your bum on the wall and then slide down. So one leg up. But like this is why it's horrible teaching at home because I can't be there with you. Right, we're going to bring ourselves down. Done quite a lot of that. We need to stretch out our arms. So I'm going to bring, oh, no, it's the wrong way. So we're going to now stretch out. Our arms have done an awful lot today. So we want to stretch out our arms and our legs, and also our upper back has been working. So we're going to do a stretch for here. You're going to lie down onto your belly and take your hands out in line with your shoulders. If you keep your right hand flat down, turn your head to the left and use your left hand so that it's up by your chest. You're going to lift your left leg and bring it over to the right and place it on the floor. So you're stretching that right arm. But you'll also feel this in your back and you're kind of stacking your hips on top of each other. So we're going to roll ourselves back over. Take our left hand out. Turn our head towards the right. Take the right hand in underneath our shoulder. The right leg, lift it up. Take it over towards the left. And kind of pushing, but stacking the hips on top of each other. Let's bring it back. We're going to change sides. So head towards the left. Left hand comes in. Push. Bring that leg over. Bringing that knee, that left knee up towards the ceiling. And let's take it round. Now, if lifting the knees too much, take it straight out, keep it straight. Don't lift it. And then bring yourself back over. Take the hands under the chest. Shoulders roll back. Lift to cobra. Let the hips drop. And bend the elbows, bring it down. Let's do one more. Shoulders roll back. Lift. Lift the head, let the hips drop. And roll it down. Take the arm up and roll yourself over. We're going to take ourselves into our relaxation. So if you've got a blanket, bring a blanket over you. You can go into corpse pose. You can go into corpse pose with a bent leg, flattening your lower back, tucking the chin in. You can take it over onto the side. Anything that feels better and more relaxed for you. Letting your body just relax down. I'm going to bring it down. So let the body relax. Now bellow breath doesn't work so good when you're lying down. So if you start at your feet, and as you breathe in, squeeze your feet, And as you breathe out, relax. And I want you to work all the way up through the body. If your mind takes you off and you disappear with your mind, I want you to go back to your feet and start again. staying nice and relaxed. Start to feel that movement through the toes and working its way up through the body. Take your arms above your head, and as you breathe in, stretch your fingers in one direction, stretch your toes in the other, as if you're being pulled. And as you breathe out, just let the body and relax. Take another big stretch in, reach one arm and then the other, and you'll feel the side ribs, and it's as if the waist starts to stretch as well. And as you need to, breathe out. Pull the legs up towards your chest and roll the legs round in a circle in one direction and round in the other. When you're ready, roll yourself over onto your side. Stay there until you feel that it's okay and safe to come up. I'm going to say goodnight to Instagram.